Menu narration set to 100.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And we're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback that was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. They'll go again here with Tootin. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
They're in long for him here. Escapes out to the left. And he's blocked down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does. The quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
This is Walker on 2nd. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
And first carry now for Sean Smith. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now pass play, here's Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And he gets this forward to the 19. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's brought down after a short gain. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Walker can't reach the end zone. He is stopped, and we've got a penalty flag down as well.
Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Looking to throw Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. 2nd drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Love this. Tight end getting a run. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds. You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Kelsey's got it right side. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Ventrell Miller making that play. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, cookie. I'm hungry. And all it can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now they face second down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Lawrence trying again on second. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a one-point game. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Tyquan Thornton. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at second and pretty short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And this one does not go far. Another punt coming up. Matt Ariza to do the honors once again. Escapes a defender. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's dropped underneath. Tootin. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field.
He takes a pop and the ball comes out. But the Jaguars get back on top of the possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A toss play to Tootin. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Going to the ground again on first. 3 inside the 30. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And off to Tootin. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play out.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chiefs 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returnable from the 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Play action, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. Man downfield. He's got it. It's worthy. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. 1st and 10 from the 43. Give up the gut to Walker. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. Finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
First down throw, Mahomes. It's dropped underneath, Walker. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 2nd and 3 now. From the pistol, give here to Walker. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Throw here, 3rd down. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Hits him on the out route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Behind the line, he lost that football. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Near disaster a moment ago, but this drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
You know, I like the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. First down throw, Lawrence. Caught by Washington, left side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
On the give, it's Tootin. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They go play action. Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Jaguars have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll throw it. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Starting at the 10. Good work so far. He's got room. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
At the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
Running this one left. No one's around him. He's got space. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Another carry for him. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Travis Hunter. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes.
At the 18-yard line.
He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs tie this game at 21.
21 apiece.
A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock. And independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Quick slant, caught by Washington. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple.
He's brought down at the
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lawrence here, design keeper. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard
3rd
line.
and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On the ground, Tootin. Shoots away from one. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And drawn up here for Lawrence. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Second down give to Tootin. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Offense to the line for second down.
Second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Myers, the motion man here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He's got it. Guys, well, I think we can all see this one, partner. Some considerable frustration beneath Coach Reed's mustache, and he throws the flag. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. This one finds Thornton. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Now it's Tootin. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Dive play straight ahead. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
You know, you're not calling that play expecting a foot race to the end zone. You expect to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one right there, that's a victory for the offense.
They'll run it here with Tootin. He's going to have this one down to the 28. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go again here with Tootin. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Lawrence throwing here. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he's brought down at the line. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Lawrence looking to throw. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
This return starts at the 5. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Walker on first down. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
9 yards.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner, too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Here's Mahomes on a designed run. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. He finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Chiefs down by only 3. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Back to the well again. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now an inside give to Walker. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Walker does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Escapes the puck, and he's in, and that's a touchdown, and with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He's got the squiver. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Samuel on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here he goes. One final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Chiefs make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game.